not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. The Holy Spirit is my only guide. He walks with me in love, and I give thanks to Him for showing me the way to go. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. The Holy Spirit is my only guide. He walks with me in love, and I give thanks to Him for showing me the way to go. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Well, thank you all so much for joining me out here on the banks of, well, it's actually the Arkansas River. I'm right at a little branch that joins up into the Arkansas River called Otter Creek, and they've dammed this up to make what's called the Kerr Reservoir. And I'm right outside of Kyoto, Oklahoma. So thank you for joining me. I'm Miracle Willie, forgiveness teacher from the Ozarks, and we're still in our 6th review. We're reviewing lesson 195, associated with the idea of 195, which is love is the way I walk in gratitude, is I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. The Holy Spirit is my only guide. He walks with me in love, and I give thanks to Him for showing me the way to go. Are we giving thanks to the Holy Spirit for showing us the way to go? He gives us the happy path, the cheerful path, the peaceful path. No sense in putting up with long drawn-out journeys of pain when you can go the happy path the Holy Spirit will guide you on. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. So let's be grateful. Thank the Holy Spirit for guiding us, knowing that we're going a way that it minimizes pain and maximizes joy. Okay, we're going to read the last section in chapter 23. We got a good start on it yesterday, introducing to the battleground and rising above the battleground. Remember I told you about Sam Houston, or Raven, that Chief John Jolly taught him how to put his soul in the treetops where the bullets and the arrows cannot touch you. Well, we're gonna learn how to get to that place better today. All right, above the battleground, section 4 in chapter 23. While you're turning there, what's going on around the world? Well, it's Graham Pie Day. Graham pie, I expect graham pie, it would be pies made with graham flour instead of, which is a little coarser whole wheat type flour. Dinosaurs Day. Did you know the dinosaurs, they think that went extinct about 65 million years ago, and it happened all in probably just a few days. An asteroid hit the planet, and it was equivalent to many atomic bombs going off, and it caused a nuclear winter, and there wasn't any sunshine. And during that period of time, a lot of plant life and all the dinosaurs died off. And after the dinosaurs were gone, the next stage that came along was the age of the mammals. Anyway, just thought that was kind of interesting. That's a theory. I don't know that anybody knows that for sure, but International Beer Day, CAD Day, Computer Aided Design, Coloring Book Day, Ice Cream Sandwich Day, Water Balloon Day. Did they have a fight with a water balloon, huh? Take a penny, leave a penny day. And Tomboy Tools Day. They're probably pink, huh? I don't know about that. So let's see what else. And out of edible landscaping, there's the ginger. Next, I think this is the last herb that they offer that we're going to read about, and it's ginger, which is Zingiber officinale, maybe? Zingiber officinale. And it says of ginger, perennial spreading habit with spicy tubers, harvested annually, spaced 2-foot circles, eventually spreading outward. Zones 8 through 10, and then in zone 7 and in colder zones can be grown as an ornamental or grown in pots. I said as an ornamental, as an annual. So in other words, you could grow ginger as an annual in zone 7. Zone 6, we probably don't have enough daylight, warm season to get it to mature, but you can still grow it in a pot. And it says zone 7 and higher, grow it in a pot. Ginger grows where the lowest temperature of the year are between 40 and 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So you get down to 0, it looks like. Okay, well anyway, that is your ginger. Okay, now let's look at above the battleground, and be sure to take with you today the knowledge, and actually do it. Give God thanks, and thank the Holy Spirit for showing you which way to go, just by following your heart. You don't have to calculate it and get it all figured out ahead of time. Just stay in the Holy Spirit's graces, or in the awareness of peace, and you'll be following the Holy Spirit if you're trying to follow peace. And give thanks. He says, love is the way I walk, in gratitude. Gratitude, it's very important. If you're not sure what to do, find something to be thankful for, and you'll be doing the best you can do. Okay, above the battleground. Do not remain in conflict, for there is no war without attack. Do not remain in conflict, because there is no war without attack. The fear of God is fear of life and not of death, yet He remains the only place of safety. In Him is no attack, and no illusion in any form stalks heaven. Heaven is wholly true. No difference enters, and what is all the same cannot conflict. You are not asked to fight against your wish to murder, but you are asked to realize the form it takes conceals the same intent. Okay, catch this. He says He doesn't want us to fight against our wish for murder. And you might say to yourself, well, I don't want to murder anybody. But he's setting the standards pretty high here. He even told us back in when Jesus was here 2,000 years ago, He said, if you even get angry with someone in your heart, you've already committed murder. It's the same difference. To be angry at someone wants to diminish them, and the ultimate diminishment is murder. So let's just not even go there, okay? Heaven is wholly true. No difference enters, and what is all the same cannot conflict. You are not asked to fight against your wish to murder, but you are asked to realize the form it takes conceals the same intent. So look at those feelings of anger and go, okay, I'm on the wrong trail here. And it is this you fear, and not the form. What is not love is murder. That's pretty easy to understand. What is not love is murder. What is not loving must be an attack. Every illusion is an assault on truth, and everyone does violence to the idea of love because it seems to be of equal truth. 2. What can be equal to the truth yet different? Murder and love are incompatible. Yet if they both are true, then must they be the same and indistinguishable from one another. So will they be to those who see God's Son a body. For it is not the body that is like the Son's creator, and what is lifeless cannot be the Son of life. How can a body be extended to hold the universe? Can it create? And can it create? Can the body create and be what it creates? And can it offer its creations all that it is and never suffer loss? 3. God does not share his function with a body. He gave the function to create unto his Son because it is his own. It is not sinful to believe the function of the Son of God is murder, but it is insanity. Isn't that something? Even murder is not sin. Because the reason why is because all these ornery things that man does, he only does in his nightmares. And there's a way that God makes beauty come of everything. And we'll all wake up from these nightmares and realize, oh my, it seems so real though when we're going through it. So let's go on. It is not sinful to believe the function of the Son is murder, but it is insanity. What is the same can have no different function. Creation is the means for God's extension, and what is his must be his Son's as well. Either the Father and the Son are murderers, or neither is. Life makes not death, creating like itself. 4. The lovely light of your relationship is like the love of God. It cannot yet assume the holy function God gave his Son. For your forgiveness and your brother's is not complete as yet, and so it cannot be extended to all creation. Each form of murder and attack that still attracts you and that you do not recognize for what it is, limits the healing and the miracles you have the power to extend to all. So if you're attracted to attack, it will conceal the miracle that you could have given instead of attack. Yet does the Holy Spirit understand how to increase your little gifts and make them mighty? Also, it reminds me of a preacher I just met recently. And he told me, he said, God, he was praying, he had retired. And he was praying, God, I'd like to be a blessing. How can I be a blessing? And he said, the word came back. He said, just do it. He said he started growing gardens and giving food away. All his neighbors, he just takes his riding mower and just rides and mows their lawns. I thought, that's a nice thing. He said, yeah, I'm retired. I just give them blessings. I thought, what a nice encouragement to all of us, huh? Yet does the Holy Spirit understand how to increase your little gifts and make them mighty. Also, he understands how your relationship is raised above the battleground. In it, no more. This is your part, to realize that murder in any form is not your will, and overlooking of the battleground is now your purpose. The overlooking of the place where the form of nothingness seems to interplay and where we think we need to protect ourselves from attack. We're going to rise above it and realize the war is down, and we're going to see it from a new perspective where we have the Holy Spirit's guidance, where we can say, love is the way I walk in gratitude. Paragraph 5. Be lifted up and from a higher place look down upon it. From there will your perspective be quite different. Here in the midst of it, it does seem real. Here you have chosen to be part of it. Here murder is your choice. Yet from above the choice is miracles instead of murder. And the perspective coming from this choice shows you the battle is not real and easily escaped. Bodies may battle, but the clash of forms is meaningless. And it is over when you realize it never was begun. How can a battle be perceived as nothingness when you engage in it? How can a battle be seen as nothingness when you engage in it? How can the truth of miracles be recognized if murder is your choice? we have to value what's important, value miracles more than attack, huh? Paragraph 6. When the temptation to attack rises to make your mind darkened and murderous, remember you can see the battle from above. Okay, there's your key right there. Let's say it again. When the temptation to attack rises to make your mind dark and murderous. Remember, you can see the battle from above. Even in forms you do not recognize, the signs you know, there is a stab of pain, a twinge of guilt. Let's see, where are we at now? When the temptation to attack arises to make your mind darkened and murderous, remember you can see the battle from above. Even in forms you do not recognize, the signs you know, there is a stab of pain, a twinge of guilt, and above all, a loss of peace. Okay, we want to be by the time we've made it this far in our book, we should be able to distinguish when we've lost our peace. This is the most important thing. If it was the only thing you learned in this Course of Miracles, it would save you lifetimes of effort just to be able to be aware when you're not at peace and value your peace enough to return to it. Okay, so here's what he says. Let's read it again. When the temptation to attack rises to make your mind darkened and murderous, remember you can see the battle from above. Even in forms you do not recognize, the signs you know, there's a stab of pain, a twinge of guilt, and above all, a loss of peace. This you know well. When they occur, leave not your place on high, but quickly choose a miracle instead of murder. That's a nice choice, isn't it? To choose a miracle in place of murder. And God himself and all the lights of heaven will gently lean to you and hold you up. Well, all the angels are going to come over there and usher in whatever needs to be done so that you can make that choice from attack, or what he's calling murder, which is the ultimate end of an attack. So we get the choice between murder or miracles. Which do you want? One brings peace and the other brings a huge amount of pain, huh? And God himself and all the lights of heaven will gently lean to you and hold you up, for you have chosen to remain where he would have you, and no illusion can attack the peace of God together with his Son. Paragraph 7. Let me get my eyes right up there in the camera and see how much time we've taken. Sorry, I've got to do this. I think we're looking good. See no one from the battleground, for there you look on him from nowhere. See no one from the battleground. Okay, he's even saying, even if they're down here and you're in the battle, learn to see them from above, where you're visiting with their true identity, the part of them that doesn't even have any problem with you. If you could really see them from that level, you could manifest it even on this plane. And that's what he wants us to learn to do, to trade in our murderous thoughts for miracle thoughts. But he says, see no one from the battleground, for there you look on him from nowhere. You have no reference point from where to look, where meaning can be given what you see. For only bodies could attack and murder, and if this is your purpose, then you must be one with them. Only a purpose unifies, and those who share a purpose have a mind as one. The body has no purpose of itself and must be solitary. From below it cannot be surmounted. From above, the limits it exerts on those in battle still are gone and not perceived. From above, the limits it exerts on those in battle still are gone and not perceived. The body stands between the Father and the heaven he created for his Son, because it has no purpose. Paragraph 8. Think what is given those who share their Father's purpose and who know that it is theirs. They want for nothing. I catch that? Let's read it again. Think what is given those who share their Father's purpose and who knows that it is theirs. They want for nothing. Sorrow of any kind is inconceivable. Only the light they love is in awareness, and only love shines upon them forever. It is their past, their present, and their future, always the same, eternally complete and wholly shared. They know it is impossible their happiness could ever suffer change of any kind. Can you say that? Can you say that I know it is impossible that my happiness could ever suffer change of any kind? If you can't say that yet, that's where we need to head to, so that we can actually be part of this this movement that I call the eternal optimistic movement. We can be there. We can be in that changeless state. We don't have to go through a lot of pain. You know, I've heard people say, no pain, no gain. You don't need that belief system. You can know that you can be in joy and have no pain and be gaining, eternally gaining. They know it is impossible their happiness could ever suffer change of any kind. Perhaps you think the battleground can offer something you can win. Can it be anything that offers you a perfect calmness and a sense of love so deep and quiet that no touch of doubt can ever mar your certainty, and that will last forever? And the last paragraph, paragraph 9, finish this chapter. Those with the strength of God in their awareness could never think of battle. Okay, let's be sure that we have the strength of God in our awareness. Those with the strength of God in their awareness could never think of battle. What could they gain but loss of their perfection? For everything fought for on the battleground is of the body, something it seems to offer or to own. No one. Okay, so for everything fought for on the battleground is of the body, something it seems to offer or to own. No one who knows that he has everything could seek for limitation, nor could he value the body's offerings. The senselessness of conquest is quite apparent from the quiet sphere above the battleground. What can conflict with everything? And what is there that offers less, yet could be wanted more? Who, with the love of God upholding him, could find the choice of miracles or murder hard to make? Who? How does he say? Let's read one time that last sentence. Who, with the love of God upholding him, could find the choice of miracles or murder hard to make? Well, let's let the love of God uphold us as we sing our lesson for today. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. The Holy Spirit is my only guide. He walks with me in love, and I give thanks to him for showing me the way to go. Be sure to do your 2 15-minute quiet times at this point if you've been doing the lessons throughout. If you haven't been doing them, try to do at least 5 minutes. Try to take at least a little short period, morning and evening, of tuning in with God. Don't have any idea of what ought to happen. You know, it's what we call meditation. Jesus calls them practice periods. Probably didn't want to scare any of those people that were afraid of meditating. He does use the word meditation occasionally, though. And it's a specific type of meditation. It's where he wants us to fill our mind with truth today, being love is the way I walk in gratitude. And then every hour of the day today, try to bring it to your memory. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. And say with that, I am not a body. I am free. For I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. 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 The Holy Spirit is my only guide. He walks with me in love, and I give thanks to him for showing me the way to go. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. The Holy Spirit is my guide. He walks with me in love, and I give thanks to him for showing me the way to go. Love is the way I walk above the battleground. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk above the battleground. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. The Holy Spirit is my only guide. He walks with me in love above the battleground, and I give thanks to Him for showing me the way to go. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk, walk in gratitude. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this Arkansas River backed up curve reservoir here at Otter Creek, learning about walking above the battleground. Next time you find yourself immersed in the battle, in the conflict, and think about it, that wow, I'm involved in a conflict that its ultimate end is murder, and I don't want to be a murderer. I don't want to attack anyone. I want to love everyone. Follow the Holy Spirit and do just that. As you tell yourself today, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. And our word for peace is out of the Kabylian people of Algiers, Africa, and the word is Lahna. So Lahna, be with us. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Lahna.